I'm here to chat with you all about the Visa Bulletin, a critical tool in the U.S. immigration process. So today we're going to talk about its significance for green card applicants and how it shapes the journey to permanent residence. The Visa Bulletin is published monthly by the U.S. Department of State, and it serves as a key indicator of green card availability. It's essential for both family-sponsored and employment-based immigration categories. The Visa Bulletin is divided into two main sections: family-sponsored preferences and employment-based preferences. And each section contains multiple categories and is further divided by country of chargeability, which is typically you or your spouse's country of birth. The employment-based preferences include first preference, which is priority workers. So that's extraordinary ability, it's multinational managers and executives, and it's also professors and researchers. The EB2 category is typically for perm, and it also includes the National Interest Waiver petition. And if you don't have a master's degree, you can have 5 years of work experience. The third preference is for perm, and it typically requires bachelor's degree. And then there's also, family-based preferences, and those are similarly categorized. And they're typically F1, unmarried adult children of U.S. citizens, F2, spouses and unmarried children of green card holders, F3, married children of U.S. citizens, F4, siblings of U.S. citizens. And central to the Visa Bulletin are priority dates. These determine your place in line for a green card. So for family cases, the priority date is typically the date that USCIS received the I-130, but for employment, it's often the date the perm labor certification was filed, or in some cases, like EB-1A or EB-2NAW, the date the I-140 is filed. However, for employment-based cases, you can utilize your priority date from another EB-1, 2, or 3 process for your current EB-1, 2, or 3 process. So you can use your old EB-2 priority date for your current EB-1A approval. So the Visa Bulletin provides two critical pieces of information. Final action dates indicate when a visa number becomes available, and dates for filing shows when you can submit your immigrant visa application. So there are two different charts, one for family and one for employment, and there's a variation of each. And they show dates based on preference, category, and country. So I like to think that it's like you're going to a deli and you're taking a number, and there's a bunch of people, nobody's organized, you have no idea how many people got into the deli before you, and you also have no idea how many sandwiches they're ordering. So you take a number, and then you're like, oh, I'm number 37. Okay, great. It's at 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh, the person number 30, they're ordering 20 sandwiches. That's kind of how the Visa Bulletin works. So it's kind of hard to predict when the priority dates will advance. They can go forward, they can remain static, they can even retrogress based on visa demand and availability. So it's very dynamic, and at Alcorn we regularly monitor the Visa Bulletin for our clients' progress. And you should monitor it too for yourself. Now, there's another twist. If you're seeking an I-485, it's different from an immigrant visa, which is what happens when you're outside of the United States. So Department of State governs immigrant visa processing, but USCIS governs I-485 adjustment of status. So USCIS every month issues its own charts, which then tells you, okay, for the month of June 2025, USCIS is actually going to use either the dates for filing or the final action dates from the State Department, but that changes every month. So you have to check which date USCIS is using to know which Department of State chart to look at for that month to know when to file your I-485. So the Visa Bulletin plays a very critical role in managing the green cards, and it also has to do with the numbers of green cards that are available. So there's 140,000 a year for employment-based preference categories. There's 226,000 a year for family-sponsored preferences.